Hi everyone, I hope the first quarter of the year is treating you well. Welcome back to the channel. I've been putting off making this video for a long time, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Red Redemption 2 is such a good game, but everybody knows that and there's no point me talking about it. There's a million YouTube videos out there that could say what I'd like to say, but a lot better than I'd ever be able to say it. If you haven't played it, you absolutely should. And if you've been struggling to get round to it, then maybe some of the tips I mentioned in this video will help you play it just like it helped me. Completing Red Dead Redemption 2 is no easy task, with how long to beat listing it with about 50 hours to complete, and that's just the main story, never mind all the challenges and side content that you're going to want to do. I've tried to beat Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple times in the past and I've fallen off each time, whether that's life circumstances, not having enough time to play the game and just dropping it, or kind of getting distracted and picked up by something else that seemed a bit shinier and more exciting. I know how much I should enjoy this game in theory if I just actually sit down and played it, so I was determined not to join the 80% of people that haven't beat it on how long to beat and actually complete this game. I've tried a couple times in the past to beat Red Dead Redemption 2 and I've fallen off for multiple reasons, whether it just be life circumstances, not having enough time, or something else shiny and new coming along that swooped my attention away and then probably lost it just as quick. But I know in theory I should love this game, and if I just sat down and played it, it'd probably be one of my favourites. So not wanting to join the 80% of people on Steam that have never beaten the story, I set out to make some changes and actually beat this game. The first change I had to make was one on commitment. When I started playing this game, it was winter 2024. I'd just finished university and I had no other games on my plate. It was the perfect time to pick up a title that is hours and hours long and can take my entire focus into the story and different aspects. Because I had no other commitments at the time, I was able to put my full effort into playing Red Dead Redemption 2, fully experience and appreciate every aspect of it, even the ones that were a bit slower and didn't grasp you quite as quickly. It was just the perfect time for me to pick that up and gave me the most opportunity to actually enjoy and finish it. Obviously, that circumstances kind of changed after the new year and I went back to university and I started playing a couple other games, but there's some things I did that definitely kept me on track for beating Red Dead Redemption 2. Number one was not picking up another game with a big story or characters that I could get invested in and then lose interest in Dutch and Arthur and the gang. Number two was probably accountability, so keeping up with my game journal that I log all my progress in, and making this video for you guys. I've been planning it out kind of alongside playing the game, so to really feel like I've finished off this experience, I need to, one, make this video, and two, beat the game. And the final change I had to make was accept that it was just going to be a long game. There was going to be periods of time that I couldn't play, and I just had to come back and pick it up. I have a habit of maybe dropping games and not playing them for a week and going, oh, I've not played that in ages, I just won't bother again. Couldn't do that with this game. I had to really knuckle down. Like for Christmas, I went away home to see my parents. When I came back, I just had to knuckle down and get in there again. And it's easier than you think it will be, is what I've realised. Picking a game up or even picking up a show again, like a series. As soon as you get that first episode in or first mission done, you're into the flow again, you're picking it up again, muscle memory comes back, and it's so doable. Overall, I will put a side note in that it did take me 5 months to beat this game, so let's not say I did it particularly fast, but it took me about 50 hours to beat, which is kind of on average, and I basically did all the side missions. I didn't do the challenges, but all the scripted side missions, I sought them out and I did them and I did all the story stuff. I didn't rush anything, so I'm quite proud of myself for sticking with a game for that long. I know some people can stick with a game for hundreds of hours, but I struggle to kind of get more than 20, 30 out of a game at max. So 50 for me was a good jump in progress. The next change I had to make was prioritization. The biggest hurdle to me staying committed to playing a game is probably what I'd like to call gaming guilt. The closest thing I can describe it to is you're sitting here playing a game and it's like your mum is over your shoulder telling you that the dishwasher needs emptied and you were meant to wash the floor today. It's just this overshadowing feeling that there's something better you should be doing with your time, whether that's true or whether that's drilled into me because games are not a worthy way to spend your time. If you don't know what this feels like, good for you. I would love to be able to turn off and just play games and not worry about doing anything else. But for those of you that know exactly what I'm talking about, I have a couple of ideas that have really helped me. So all these methods are kind of based around managing your responsibilities and your tasks and prioritising your time. So number one, most obvious, is get shit done before you game. Whether it's housework, whether it's uni work or, school work or work, employment work, get it out of the way, do what you know you need to get done today, and then you can game and you can relax and you can just block that time out. Something I struggle with specifically is maybe a task that's half complete or I could do more, but it's kind of getting to the end of the day now, or something that I could do now, but I won't do a very good job because I know I'm just going to rush it and play games. Them tasks, instead of just leaving them in your conscience and in your guilt, schedule them. So if there's something that you've kind of half completed, go, okay, I'm not going to get the rest of this done tonight. I don't have time to complete it to the best of my ability, but I can do it tomorrow morning. So I will play games from now until a reasonable time to go to bed, and then I will get up and do that task and finish it off. And that kind of really helps my brain relax and at least know when things are going to get done rather than feeling like it has to tell me that something is wrong and this needs done at some point. Oh my God, when are you going to do it? You're not doing it now. Like, relax. It's not getting done now. It's getting done then. Or I'm going to do it right now and then I can relax. I've even found myself doing this within the game. So kind of getting stagnant and prioritising the wrong missions, so maybe side missions and challenges when that was what was holding me back and I should have just jumped into a story mission, made some real progress, unlocked some game mechanics, and that all of a sudden your momentum and your passion for that game is way more than what it was when you were just helping randomers, Got to get back into that chunky story missions that you actually bought the game for. I think this shows that there's a time and a place for every kind of task. So whether that's relaxing and gaming or getting stuff done and your responsibilities, they need to be scheduled in correctly. So there's no point scheduling in tasks and responsibilities when you know you're going to be tired at the end of the day and not do them or not do them well. You may as well schedule in an appropriate task like gaming and then move them to a more appropriate time, like the next day or the morning. Finally, being present and just slowing down has probably had the biggest impact on me enjoying that game compared to when I played it a few times before and dropped it within 1 or 2 chapters. Within the first couple hours, I'd noticed a mental switch I'd made. I was really slowing down and listening to everything that everybody had to say, appreciating the music and the themes and how everything tied together to kind of tell you this story and connect you to these characters. And I felt that connection way more than when I played it the first time, like learning about Dutch and the gang. They felt like real people when I actually just blocked out the outside world and everything else going on and put my phone away and just concentrated on them. So that was my world. I could take in all of it and appreciate the whole world as the developer put it together and not just the kind of bright colours and flashy lights that stand out to you when you're not fully paying attention. Slowing down just allowed me to enjoy those moments that were not action-packed, like having a drink in the party with the gang. Felt really rewarding, enjoyable, like something I wanted to do because I'd been paying attention to everything that these people had been saying and I cared about them and I knew their stories, so it all made sense. When you're just rushing through trying to put numbers up and complete missions and you don't care, them kind of moments, they get lost on you and it just becomes another loading screen till the next shoot 'em up. Without these small details and paying attention to them, Red Dead Redemption 2 would not be the game that it is. It would not have such a high praise as it gets. To add to that, as much as I'm saying slow down and appreciate everything, and you'll appreciate the game more as a whole, don't go too far the opposite way and spend too much time on things you don't care about. For example, the hunting challenges, there was hundreds of them, and I didn't find them that enjoyable, so I stopped doing them. I found I was getting bored and turning the game off, so I thought, why bother doing them if I don't enjoy them? And since I cut out doing them, I was making progress a lot faster and was enjoying myself a lot more. At first, all I wanted to do was just complete Red Dead Redemption 2. But by the end, I realised that it was teaching me lessons that kind of extended not only beyond it as a singular game, but to my entire gaming habit and also life. I would love to know in the comments how you guys got on playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and if it kind of taught you or showed you anything about your gaming habits and slowing down. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm going to be making, not milking, more of these in the future, hopefully with a bit more of a frequent upload schedule. So if you like it, subscribe, leave me a like, and I'd appreciate that. Thanks so much. See you in the next one, guys.